Good morning, y'all. It's Shade Tree Joe, and we're back under the trees again working on Kimmy's Jimmy. Body cam, I'm sorry, one more time in English. The body mic is charging right now. It worked sorta okay-ish last time. Of course, we were also dealing with, 30 mile an hour wind gusts anyway, and so it kind of worked the way it wanted to, and I'm still learning how to use the doggone thing. So there was some stuff that I ended up not including in the last video because there was no audio. Screwed it up. Stuff happens. Today, they're supposed to be calling for more rain. We've been getting rain off and on all week, which is fine. We needed it. But as a result, I'm not tearing into the new motor to put the new cam in and all those good things. I am going to go ahead and fire up the pressure washer, and we're going to clean out the engine compartment and get things ready to go in, so we have a nice clean workplace under the hood this time. Now, I will say, if you've ever invested or considered investing in a pressure washer, be sure to winterize it. If you don't have some place that you can definitely store it above freezing, you want to go ahead and take time to go ahead and protect the pump and keep it from freezing up. Years ago, I'd been given a electric pressure washer. It didn't cost me anything, and I didn't know any better, didn't think about it. And after the first season, water froze in the pump, and it didn't work very well after that. It worked, but it didn't spray nearly as high a pressure as it would if I'd gone ahead and taken the time to protect it. So if you do go ahead and consider buying one, go ahead and consider protecting it in the winter. Okay, when I do go ahead and get into all of this, I'm going to go ahead and get some Super Clean or Simple Green, one of those, and really get after degreasing things. But for right now, I'm going to get the heavy junk off. I want to get rid of all the squirrel turds and nut leavings and everything else that were left behind by various creatures while this truck was parked at the previous owner's property. And that way we got a clean place to go ahead and stuff in that shiny new motor once everything's done. I also went ahead and took the time to tie up the transmission rather than go ahead and leave it sitting on engine jacks, or jack stands rather. That way I can go ahead and move the truck around without having to worry about the transmission sagging on the wore out rotted rear transmission mount. I knew it was going to have to be replaced, so I wasn't super keen about, or super concerned rather, about going ahead and letting it hang, because the rear transmission mount was garbage anyway. But we don't want to go ahead and leave it like that. I also went ahead and taped off the transmission cooler lines so we won't be getting extra water in there. And there's how I'm making sure we keep water out of the transmission dipstick tube. And since I don't have bale wire anymore, because nobody uses baling wire, we're using bale twine. It seems to be the modern answer to things. It works. It's cheap, it's easy enough to use, and you go ahead and get done with it, cut it, throw it away, and start with a fresh piece. But you can see the transmission supported by a piece of square tube, and I've got a couple of wood blocks above the hood springs just to go ahead and help take up the weight. It's not that it weighs that much, it's a simple turbo 350, but it's just one less thing to worry about. And no, you're not going to see me doing one of those super cool freaking wet t-shirt rainbow having videos like Puddin does on his. Gosh bless him, he cracks me up and he's a heck of an entertainer, but I just don't have that capability. I don't run at that kind of speed. Anyway, y'all hang tight. Okay, so a couple of new developments. I have the body mic recharged, and apparently it's working according to the little blue light that's plugged into my phone. So we'll be going through that. I picked up some purple power today, and we're going to go ahead and hose down the engine compartment with that now that I got the big heavy chunks off. And I was pleasantly surprised. Thank you, Cat, really. Go on, get. Go on, get. All right, back to, I was pleasantly surprised just a few moments ago. FedEx arrived and dropped off the headers I ordered from Jegs on Thursday. Actually, like Thursday evening. So I was really surprised with that because I wasn't expecting those until sometime next week. So we'll get rid of those junky exhaust manifolds and that 2-in-1 through the pancake converter, and things will work a lot nicer once it's all done. Anyway, we'll go ahead and get back to work. Okay, so I got my purple power here in the little pump sprayer. I'm gonna go ahead and hose everything down under the engine compartment, and then we'll fire up the little pressure washer. We'll do this again one more time. Oop, hey-oh, whoops. How about that? Something about premature or something or other. Hell, I don't know. Yeah, you stroke it up and down, you stroke it up and down. Next thing you know, you got stuff spraying everywhere. And people talk. People talk a lot. Hell. It's all fun and games until people start talking. Pump this up some more. I'm just going to hose down all this stuff as much as I can. The inner fenders are so-so. The outer fender on the driver's side's garbage, so we'll deal with that. Passenger side's not so bad. Stop. Thank you. Exhaust manifolds I don't really care about because, like I said, the FedEx guy dropped off headers while I wasn't looking. I'm not complaining about that at all. Some more of that gunk down in there. Okay. There we go. I really need to go ahead and pull both the washer reservoir and the overflow bottle out because they're no good. But there we go. Let me go ahead and fire up the pressure washer and we'll get after this. Check this out. Thank you, Jags. You guys are fast. I mean, I see it happen with Summit all the time because they're down in Texas. And I don't know where Jags has got their nearest store at, but obviously it was somewhere close by. Okay, so everything's been hosed down with purple Power Ranger juice. And let's see. Yeah, I got the water on for the squirt gun. Get the squirt gun started. There we go. Get after it. Much more better. I went ahead and I blasted this earlier without any soap on it at all. Just go ahead and get the heavy chunks out. You know, this is grease that's been there for God only knows how long. You know, again, this is allegedly a motor that's been worked on, allegedly been out of the truck. Bullshit. Plain and simple, it's bullshit. But it's already looking a lot better. I think my next course of action is going to be go ahead and whip out the Sawzall and cut out those intake manifolds and the head pipes, because none of that's going to stay. And I can get the rest of the stuff out of the way and give me a little bit more access for cleaning. Okay, I'm going to get these reservoirs out of the way. Yep, 10 millimeter it is. The elusive 10 millimeter. Yeah, I got to crawl underneath with the Sawzall and work on the exhaust system, get that stuff out of the way here pretty quick. Just kind of letting things dry a little bit. There was this funky vacuum canister that was on the passenger side of the motor on this big bracket that went ahead and held it up above the motor. And for the life of me, I couldn't figure out what it was. And then I remembered that there was a point where GM decided to put a flapper valve below one of the intake manifold or exhaust manifolds. And yeah, I found it. I'll show you here in just a second. But those stupid things, I remember they go ahead and rattle and make all kinds of racket when the vehicle was idling. And I think it was, I don't remember if it was specifically emissions related or if it was just go ahead and help the engine warm up with the electric or the thermostatic choke. Thermostatic choke, yeah. It wasn't electric, because if it was electric, you wouldn't need it. But either way, now that I have the headers, it's a non-issue. And the carburetor's got an electric choke. So again, a non-issue. Good Lord, how long is this bolt? Okay. So this dried out hunk of garbage can go on the burn pile. For now, it go right there. Put you guys, actually screw it. I'm gonna put these back in the fender so they don't get misplaced. Give those guys a couple turns in so they stay put. Don't fall out and get lost. Those are stupid long for what they are. Oh my gosh. Okay, and then you, same fate. Same fate, same size hardware. Probably equally as long. I should have got the impact gun for this just to run them out faster. And that cleaner does a nice job. I'll show you here in just a minute. There's still obviously more to go, but it's already dramatically better. Where are you at, you son of a bitch? Really? That era, the General Motors was half SAE and half metric because America couldn't really decide if it wanted to stand on its own 2 feet or not. At least when it came to hardware. SAE? Yeah, maybe, maybe not. Maybe it'll be metric this year. We don't know. We'll just use half metric and half SAE on the same motor. Because, you know, that doesn't cause confusion. Oh, son of a bitch, there's another one. It's got to be underneath, which means I'm going to need a longer extension. Nope, just stuck. Oh, there it is. I see it. It's on the side. It's a shame because all this plastic was replaced at some point. I mean, they're OEM replacements. The bitch of it is that they sit in direct sunlight forever and then dry rotted. Shame, really. Oh well. To the burn pile it shall go. And I'll do the same thing with these fasteners. Put them back where they came from, so when it gets misplaced, then they can go back where they belong when I get the replacement parts. Of course, it would help if they could go in holes they came out of. These are those big coarse thread self-tapper kind of hardware bits. All right, so there's that. To the burn pile, Jeeves. Now you watch, I'll forget where the hell I put that ratchet later. Come on, Fuzzbutt. All right. Reciprocating saw, when you care enough to cut out the very mess. Shnikes, I want the frickin' creeper. Get underneath this sumbitch. All right, stand by one. Let's see if I can poke my eye out of that piece of square tube there. That'd be fun. All right, going down. Good morning, Mr. Tyler. Going down. All right, let's see here. If I cut it right there. Yep, the wire's in the way. Good. Hell. If I was one of those guys that steals catalytic converters for a living, I'd probably be in jail. That was slow. On the other hand, oh, fuck. All right, just a minute. How about you? There's a wire that I need to replace. It goes back to the fuel gauge because it's all dried up and got holes in it and wires sticking out. And of course, it just happens to be wrapped around the exhaust pipe that I just cut off. All right. Okay, come on down. You're the next contestant. Some bitch. Whoa. Almost got me. And let's electrocute ourselves while we're at it. Okay, remember I was talking about that funky little flapper valve? That's this thing. That was on a vacuum control mounted to the side of the motor. Big old diaphragm, funky looking bracket. Hold on, I'll get it. Yep, this silly thing. So engine vacuum, blah, 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 pulls or pushes the valve open and closed. This is all going in the scrap trailer. Recycling.
Triumph! I got the other manifold out too. Scrap metal. More better, much more better. And yep, we'll get some more purple power out. Purple Power Ranger piss out, and we'll spray it again. Little cheapy cheater. Okay, purple Power Ranger piss. I'm gonna get you out of the way first. Same can be said for electric tools. Alright, let's refill the jug. Let's spray one more time. So we get the pressure out of it. That's it, spill shit everywhere. Not like it's free or something. Looks like grape Kool-Aid. No, they don't taste like grape Kool-Aid. Okay, time to pump it up. Yeah, got some storm clouds brewing. This is why we're not messing with engine assemblies today. There we go. Take it. Oh, yeah, look at what nice access to stuff I couldn't get to before for me. That's what I'm talking about. I mean, don't get me wrong, I would have used the stock exhaust for the time being. But, you know, Jake's had a smoking deal on those headers. And Jake's got good quality stuff. So, you know, I'm not in a hurry right now. I don't have the budget to spend, you know, $500-600 on the really nice set of headers. But my gosh, I got the budget to go and spend $200 on a set of Jake's headers. I'll get the power steering gearbox some more too. Start cleaning up and look like a gearbox again. Let's see. Yeah, a little bit of grease down there. All that greasy stuff as much as I can. And core support. And some of the steering box. And of course. Don't you hate it when you tip it down, it sucks air, and you gotta tip it back up so it's not sucking air. You tip it back down so it sprays a little bit and it starts sucking air. And yeah. Oh baby, oh baby. That's nasty. You nasty, baby. Why are you so nasty? That's nasty, baby. Alright. Time to yank the cord. And I'll set the ratchet down so I don't lose it. Okay, wait. It is. Alright. Cat, you want to get pressure washed? Want to feel some pressure? You feel a little pressure. Yanking the hose in. Alright, choke it. Really? Any gas? Yeah, gas. On the contrary. Alright, there we go. You'll put an eye out with that thing. Probably. That reminds me of sandblasting. I'm not blasting on the seals on the car turn box, I don't have to change it, but I'm blasting around. Right now, but realistically, it's $700 a whole lot nicer. I really need to get a GoPro because God's light too, I'm doing a whole lot easier and I don't have to try and hold the pressure washer and the cell phone all at the same time. That's not bad. Took two off and one stuff out. You sound like throwing gas in the carburetor even if it is straight gas, not a small blend. That's what it is. Oh yeah, I got my rain thing. Woo! Rain. I'm not good stuff. You see, right now gas anytime now. Anytime now. There we go. There's that sound. That's what
All right, so there we are, all nice and somewhat cleaned out. All that gunk out of there, all the old grease had been collecting for 40 some odd years. You know, it's gonna look a lot better when it's done. Get back a little bit. There we go. That's better. So anyway, my why not pipe. Anyhow, that's that part of the mess. Like I said, we got storm clouds coming in, so I'm not going to get any more cleaning or painting done at this. Well, no painting done at this point. But we're going to go ahead and finish getting this mess cleaned up here a little bit more, and we're going to call it a day. Okay, we're not going to get a whole lot of anything done tomorrow. Tomorrow's Mother's Day, and if it weren't for her, it wouldn't matter that you were the winning sperm or not because you couldn't win. So be sure to be nice to your mom. Give her a card, give her a hug, give her a kiss, send her some flowers. Do something nice for your mom. Okay? That's all I can say. Like I said, if it weren't for her, you wouldn't be here. So there's that. In other news, let's see. Let me think here. Oh, I think the channel's up to 108 subscribers now. Woo! 108. Okay, I never would have thought about that. And, you know, it's going to get bigger over time, I'm sure. In the meanwhile, for the 108 of you that have subscribed, thank you. I appreciate it. I don't do this for profit. I do this for fun. But it's nice to know that at least there's 100 people out in the world that find what I'm doing just a little bit interesting, if nothing else. On that note, like and share, subscribe, tell your friends. You know, if you see something you like, go ahead and recommend it. If there's something you don't like or something I'm doing wrong, hell, shoot me a comment. I got thick skin. If you don't like what I'm doing, so be it. You know, if you don't like the channel, fine, move on. I don't mind. I don't get my feelings hurt. Okay, so y'all have a good one. Be safe, be good to each other. Happy Mother's Day weekend, and we'll see you next week, I'm sure. If y'all thought I was kidding, this is what I mean. The storm clouds are coming back in. Nothing severe, nothing serious. No reason to go run and hide in the storm shelter. But, you know, we've been getting our fair share of rain. And when I first started working with the pressure washer here a little bit ago and the Purple Power, put the body mic on, the breeze was up, and we were getting after it. The air is gone almost dead calm now, as you can see by the water sitting out here in the puddles. And it's really muggy. Anyway, like I said, y'all have a good weekend. Be good to each other. Be safe. And we'll see you in the next go around.